they're going to have you play a position. So I was looking at it and I was doing my little research on it. I see that they have Travis Hunter, at least at the notes that I read through NFL.com, that they have Travis Hunter, even though he played both ways at Colorado, they have him as a DB. So to me, that means the scouts, either they know he top notch at wide receiver and don't need to see no more, and they want to focus him at DB, or the majority of NFL teams is looking at him more so DB. Now, this is just my thinking, because the Senior Bowl going to have you play what they want to see you at. Like we had, okay, let me give you an example. We had an athlete that was at University of Memphis. His name was Antonio Gibson. And he took off like a rocket one day. ESPN and College Game Day was there. He had a rushing TD, a receiving TD, I think a kick return TD, and maybe even a punt return TD. He scored a lot of touchdowns that night. I'm talking about he was the man. But when he went to the Senior Bowl, they didn't have him playing wide receiver. They had him playing running back. And then when he got to the NFL, he played running back. So if the Senior Bowl has Travis Hunter going in as DB, I'm assuming the majority of teams want to place him at DB. That's how I see it. Based on how Antonio Gibson went. Antonio Gibson did it all. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner, punt returner. But at the Senior Bowl, he was listed as a running back. In the NFL, he's listed as a running back. So Travis Hunter getting invited to the Senior Bowl, they're inviting him as a DB. Yes, he could be a wide receiver. They could give him some reps at wide receiver, but that's on them. They could do one-on-ones and say, hey, just run me run this out route, or run this fade route. They could give him some reps, but I don't know how it's going to end up being. I'm just giving you a heads up. If Travis Hunter decides to go to the Senior Bowl, and I'm pretty sure now, based on that, if he reps at the combine, he's repping as a DB. They're not going to put him at wide receiver. I don't know if that is the saying that wide receiver is easier for him, and DB, they just want to get more of a better look at him because they know he got it at wide receiver. Could just be saying, hey, listen, Travis Hunter, we'll possibly allow you to go both ways like you're doing at Colorado, but you coming in as DB, big dog. We putting you in as DB. So to me, it looked like the NFL finna run him at DB. That some team may take a shot on him and let him do wide eye, but if the Senior Bowl got him listed as a DB, at least that's what it said on NFL.com, that means he's going in as a DB. Like, yeah, he can play wide receiver, but that's if that team feels to do that. Technically, T, what's happening? Cam, what's good? Georgia's best. You say, do I keep up with high school recruiting? I look at it. I guess you want me to keep up with them Georgia Bulldogs. I do look at it because you got to see what's coming next. JB, what's good? Yeah, y'all. Travis Hunter is an amazing talent, but the NFL say, hey, we going to rep him at DB. Everybody, what y'all want to see him at? Scouts, what y'all looking for? DB or wide eye? DB, wide eye, DB, wide eye, DB, wide eye, DB. Hey, Mr. Jim Nagy, we need him at DB. So Travis Hunter got to go out there and do his thing at DB, lock it down at DB. They may give him some reps at wide receiver. I don't know, but I know he's gonna go in as a DB. So, because they got numbers to hit. A certain amount of wide receivers, a certain amount of DBs. We know he can go both ways, but I think he's going to get the reps at DB. Cam, you say his stats on both sides will leave everybody confused. Correct. He can go both ways. We know that. And then Coach Prime working up a new one to go both ways. So we know he can handle both ways. The NFL know he can handle both ways. But the NFL, they like Kiffin. They don't care what y'all talking about. We repping him as that, and that's what he gonna go as. So At this moment, if he accepts the Senior Bowl invite and take it and go participate, he's repping at DB. If he participates in the NFL combine, which I believe if the Senior Bowl is saying that they want him at DB, the combine people gonna say they want him at DB. But again, they could let you rep both ways, but I don't know. I think because DBs and wide receivers, I think they come the same day. So I don't know if they're going to let him go both ways. I know they're going to get their look at DB, though. If he go to the combine and rep and participate, they're going to get their looks at DB, period. So basically, y'all, just get ready for most teams to be looking to draft. And again, a team could get him and say, yeah, we playing him at DB. And they could play him at both. Or somebody could say, I'm getting him at DB and he just playing DB. Once he mastered that, we'll give him wide eye. We'll give him some wide eyes. So we're going to see. Miss Pleasant Plump, what's good, JB? You say, so you would pay him more for playing both sides versus other players who don't? The NFL just ain't just willing to give you that cash like that. So they going to give it to you, but I think he going to go in as a DB. Cam, you say, what happens if he breaks wide receiver records? Will they leave him at DB? I think from what it's looking like, this just me exerting based on past history with this history that's coming. I think they're going to fully put him at DB, and then he could work his way from there. HYTYD fishing. You say Coach Prime loves dude that can go both ways. Correct. And Coach Prime going to let you shine. You like that, you going both ways. So you see, we only had a Travis on it, and now we about to have Isaiah. So AD33, you say, I watched their preseason practice, and the line, man, look a little small. Is that the case? They look good to us. Woo, you say, man, I think Hunter going to be a different maker at DB. And that's what the NFL saying. That's basically what they saying. You say, man, his quick twitch ability, defense is off the radar. And exactly, that I guess that's why they saying put him at DB, let's let it run. Corbin, you say, who we talking about? Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is going to the Senior Bowl as a DB, and I'm pretty sure if they got him going as a DB, the combine gonna have him going as a DB. But anything could change. It ain't till February when both of them, combine and the Senior Bowl. Hey, blessings to y'all. I just want to ride out with y'all, man, and just give y'all my information, man. I'll be back on about around 11:30, 11:20, 11:45, something like that, and we're gonna ride out. Hey, Z Finds, what's happening? Hey, may God bless you, your health, your wealth, your mindset, straighten out your path. Hey, let's go get it, baby. Let's have a great day. Let's have a